Hi everybody, I'm Evan and you're watching Jump TV, and today we have something super awesome. We are actually going out game hunting today. We're going down to Orange County, we're going down to Anaheim, we're going all over the place. And we have something really special near the end of the video. Let's take a look. So we got a pretty early start to the day. We ended up driving over Ortega Highway and getting down into Mission Viejo around 10 a.m. when this store opened, Play and Trade. And it's right off of Marguerite, and we love this store. Whenever we're down in Orange County, this is one of the first stops because if you walk right in, they have everything here. They have Wii, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, Xbox 360. They have a whole thing of Genesis, and then right near the front, they have a bunch of DVDs, and VHS actually, because we're into collecting movies as well. They had a ton of Nintendo 3DS as well as a bunch of Disney Infinity and Amiibos in the little glass counter, which is super awesome. But one thing I really like about this store is how organized it is and how big it is too. They have a lot of stuff. The shelf of Wii was glorious. They had a whole thing of Wii U, original Wii, and a whole bunch of that. They had Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, a bunch of PlayStation 3, as well as next gen as well with PS5 and Xbox Series X. Arcade fighting sticks, steering wheels, and the whole wall of GameCube. Now this is kind of cool because a lot of these retro game stores don't have this many GameCube games like set up. They have a Vectrex right here in the front, which is super cool. It's super tempting to buy, but I didn't end up getting it. I wish I did though. But they have Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, loose. They have a few complete in box, but this store has a lot more loose items than most of the stores that we typically go to. Here's another shot of all the Amiibos and the Disney Infinity figures, which is super, super awesome. Now this next thing I'm about to show you guys is something that I've been wanting to show forever. It's my favorite burger place in the world. This is Fuji's Famous. It's in Huntington Beach. It's been here since 1979. They have the best teriyaki avocado pineapple burger. It is absolutely to die for. I love this place. We come here almost every time. Here's a quick shot of the menu, but they have so much good stuff in here, which is awesome. The fries, the burgers, the onion rings, and it's just such authentic food. I can't stress this enough, guys. Definitely, if you're down here, come check this place out. The second store we went to was not too far from Fuji Burger. It's called Retro Game Plus, and they had this really awesome Super Nintendo kiosk right when you walk in, and they also had a Mortal Kombat arcade 1-up as well as a PlayStation 1 kiosk. But the thing that drew us to this place was all of the movies they had here. Look at this wall of VHS and DVD. We were in heaven seeing this. But one of the things I thought was really hilarious was I pulled this VHS out. This is called Sucking the Life. It was $35, but I realized it was some kind of homebrew skateboarding like VHS from the 90s, so that's super awesome. Here's Alex picking up ATV Off-Road Fury 2. He was super excited to see this. I guess he hasn't seen it in a while. That game has a bitchin' soundtrack. This place had a lot of cool stuff, including a wall of loose cartridges, and in the back they had some factory sealed as well as limited run games, which was cool. Here's Jerry looking through all the anime right here. I think this is Gun Sword, what he found right here. I've never seen it, so I have no idea what it's about, but there are some other really awesome ones here, as well as all these Dragon Ball Z VHSs. They even had a wall of big box PC. Now, although I don't collect them, it's really fun to kind of look through and see those because I just think that the art is so amazing. The third store is a couple streets away. This is called Video Game Geeks. Now, this place sells games for a lot cheaper than other retro game stores. The owner is a super cool guy. He believes in fair prices, and they have a lot of cool stuff here. What I was really surprised to see was all of the Dreamcast games that they had. It was really cool to see all of that. Now, the main reason we were here today, we were at the OC Fairgrounds. We are here to see The Offspring and Agent Orange, as well as a band called Love Canal. Here we are getting in. It's about probably 4 o'clock when we get here, so the sun is just beaming down on us. But we're here looking at all the really cool vendors and all the crazy carnival food, because that is one of the best things about coming to places like this is just seeing all the independent artists and seeing all the really yummy and weird food. But they had a bunch of smaller local bands that were playing as well, like right near the front and the very back. They were kind of spread out and they all had different sounds. I can't remember what this band was, but this woman had a great voice. I thought it was super, super cool. Okay, so one of my favorite things to do when I come to carnivals is I beeline straight for deep fried Oreos. If you've never had them, they're incredible. They're Jump TV certified rad. They are absolutely to die for. If you're ever at a carnival or a place with crazy amounts of junk food, go check them out. Which statue are you looking at right now?
Which one do you think? The one with the large buff naked man on it.
Hey, half naked. Have some decorum.
Dude, right in the centerpiece of your table. That's where that could go.
I know.
Yeah, see? Although Alex didn't buy that $1,000 dragon, it was really cool to see all the Sonic the Hedgehog plushies and backpacks, as well as all the other video game nostalgia at the booth directly across. I love places like this because a lot of these people make that stuff by hand. They had a Dippin' Dots kiosk. Now this was really cool to see because we don't see Dippin' Dots too often, but down the way they had a stand for Pink's, which is a really good hot dog vendor in Hollywood. It's kind of a punk rock staple. That place is great. Now, carnivals have some really hit and miss food like Captain Crunch chicken with raspberry glaze. I'm sorry, that doesn't sound good at all. So it was really claustrophobic though in some of these places. There were a lot of people here, and since the pandemic we haven't gone to a lot of places with this many people, so it was really, I don't know, it was weird. But this is the last bit of footage I got from the show. I was really bummed because if you look right here, yep, my phone died. Well, let's see what we picked up. Good morning, everybody. It is the morning after, and we just went and saw The Offspring at the Orange County Fair in Costa Mesa. It was awesome. Love Canal opened, and then it was Agent Orange, who my band actually played for a few months ago, back in November. And we played with them at the Whiskey. That was a super awesome time. It was awesome to see them live again. But Offspring killed it. They still sounded the same. They played a lot of stuff off their new album, which is awesome. We had such a good time. Unfortunately, right when I got into the amphitheater, my phone died, so I couldn't take any long shots or pictures from the actual show. So Alex is sending me the pictures that he took, and I'm just going to upload them onto my Instagram because I was going to put them in this video, but I couldn't, and I was super bummed. So before the show, though, we ran around and we went to a bunch of the retro game stores, as you saw earlier in the video, and I'm going to show you what we picked up, or what I picked up at least. The first one, I have the games I got from the stores over here, and I actually have something kind of special right here. I got this on Amazon because it was cheaper, but I got Beyond a Steel Sky for PS5, and this is actually a sequel to a game called Beneath a Steel Sky from the Amiga computers and the MS-DOS. I actually didn't even know that. I just liked I saw it on Amazon. I liked the cover art, and I was like, ooh, it looks kind of Blade Runner, like sci-fi-ish. I have no idea what type of game this is. I know that the original was like a point and click, so I know it's like third person, but I'm not really sure. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that the artwork is done by Dave Gibbons, who did Watchmen, which is super, super awesome. Like, it comes in the Steelbook edition. I got this for $25 on Amazon, which is great, and that's a good deal. And then it has like a comic strip on the inside. It has like a code, some stickers, and then the game for PS5. So Beyond a Steel Sky. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. I'm just gonna put you over here, Coffee. The next one that I got was a game for Wii. I got Samba De Amigo. I saw this in which store did we go to? I think this was Video Game Geeks. I got this one at the Video Game Geeks store. And I think it was $7. I know that this is a Sega title, and a lot of people collect the Sega titles. It's like a rhythm game. I don't know much about it. I wanted to get it when it was out, but I just always just kind of like, oh, there it is, and I never really bought it. But I have it now. It's in my collection, so I'm really excited to try it. So just throw it right here, Samba De Amigo. I picked up Devil May Cry, the original, on PlayStation 2. It is complete in box. I did get it for $8, which I think is a really good deal. I've only ever played, I think, this one. I haven't played any of the other ones yet, so I'm gonna get the rest of them on PS2 because I want to get the collection that's on PS4 of 1, 2, and 3, and then get 4. But this is like a hack and slash kind of adventure, like vampire hunter fighting game. So I'm pretty excited about this. This came out in 2001, so this is a really old title. I got an Xbox game. I got Ryze, Son of Rome. This is one of the launch titles for the Xbox One, and this is like the Legendary Edition, so it comes with... I have a habit of when I buy games in retro game stores, I keep my receipts in some of the games just so I can like open it up and be like, oh yeah, I remember that day when I bought this. It has codes in here for all the legendary and deluxe editions of the game. It's a third-person action game where you play as a Roman soldier, and it's really gory, really bloody, and there's lots of boobies in this game, so that's funny. Andy pointed this game out to me at Video Game Retro Game Plus. That was the title because I just mentioned it in here. I got Twisted Metal Black. I thought I owned this, but I guess I didn't. So the Twisted Metal series is it's like a racing demo derby kind of game where you just crash into each other, and it's kind of like Last Man Standing. This game is complete in box. It's really heavy too because the manuals in this game are really like they're thick for game manuals, which is pretty awesome. Okay, I thought this one was like a poster or something, but it's not. So I'm really excited to have this because this is a really fun game to play with 4 people. Alex told me to get this, same store, Retro Game Plus. Alex told me to get this. This is Jet Li Rise to Honor. I guess this is like a full motion capture Jet Li movie. It's like just a kung fu fighting game with guns, and yeah, you play as Jet Li, voiced by Jet Li. So I'm like, okay, I love kung fu movies and I love Jet Li. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I've always seen this game, but I was never like, oh, I need to own it. But Alex was like, no, dude, you need to get this game. Alex bought me a game for my collection. He bought me the Jimmy Neutron game for PS2, Attack of the Twinkies, I think is what it is. The Twonkies? I think it's the Twinkies. Oh, Twonky. It's Twonky, it says on the back. So this is a third-person action-y, platforming kind of game, but it's Jimmy Neutron, and I absolutely love Jimmy Neutron. Now, another part of Jump TV is we do movie reviews, and we do movies, and I have a growing VHS and DVD collection just from my childhood and from, other people and whatever. But we have an inside joke with our D&D party and like with our core group of friends. In a lot of fantasy video games we play, we have a joke that there's this sword that is just all powerful. It's called the Sword of Doom. And we'll be playing like Skyrim, for example, and we'll be going into like stores, and we'll like browse the wares, and like we'll see like a super expensive sword, and we just look at each other like, that's not the Sword of Doom. It's cool, but it's not the Sword of Doom. Well, I found the Sword of Doom. I can't believe it. We were in Retro Game Plus, and they have a bunch of DVDs and VHSs in there, and we found the Sword of Doom. So I was like, I can't not own this now. I can't. And it's in really good condition, which is nice. The DVD hasn't really, or the VHS hasn't really been worn out. The tape looks pretty good. And this was made in 1967. It's as old as my dad. That's crazy. So I'm excited to watch this piece of shit, because it's probably a piece of shit. But it's part of a Japanese classic collection, so that means that there are more of these movies. So I'm like, oh my god, I need to find them all. So yes, The Soul of Doom. I also picked up. Oh my god, that shit's so good. I'm gonna move this entire stack now because I have another stack. I also picked up a bunch of really, really classic. Well, I don't know if I'd call them classics, but monster-ish movies. I saw them all sitting on the shelf at Play and Trade, and I was like, okay, I need these. Bride of the Gorilla, 1951. I have never seen this before. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm assuming it's probably like some kind of weird furry King Kong ripoff. I don't know, but you bet your ass we're gonna watch this and talk about it for sure. So, Bride of the Gorilla. I saw this one. This was the first one I saw on the shelf, and then I saw the other one, so I ended up buying all of them because they were like $1 a piece. The Mysterious Mr. Wong with Bela Lugosi, and Bela Lugosi was Dracula in the 1930s one. He was one of the original Draculas, which was awesome. This is from 1935, so this one's gotta be either really terrible or it's gonna be absolutely amazing. But The Mysterious Mr. Wong. Boris Karloff, who was, I believe he was Frankenstein. I think he was the Mummy, if memory serves. I'm pretty sure he was the Mummy. I can't remember if he was Tower of London. I don't think he was Tower of London. However, apparently he did a movie called The Ape. Not Planet of the Apes, just The Ape. And it says here that The Ape brings together two legends of horror: Frankenstein star Boris Karloff and the Wolfman writer Kurt Sodomak. Karloff stars as Dr. Adrian, a man who becomes obsessed with curing paralysis when he loses his beloved wife and daughter to the disease. And he basically reverse engineers ape DNA to try to do this, to find like the missing link. And look at that cover. Oh my god. The Ape. This next one was one of the other ones I saw here, and I was just like, okay, this was obviously like some kind of collection that someone either just like sold or traded into this store, but I had to. They were $1 a piece. I had to. Don't judge me. I had to buy them. So this next one is the Monstrosity, the Atomic Brain. I have no idea, but I am such a sucker for things like this, like really weird, like 60s. This is 60s, like sci-fi kind of stuff, or like monster movies, things like this. I love stuff like this. So, because I was in drama and I took history of film, and I have a soft spot for classic cinema. So we're going to be watching these apparently someday, and we're going to be doing a review on them. I definitely want to do a review on The Mysterious Mr. Wong just because of the name, and I have no idea what it's about. So I didn't even read the back of it. I'm probably not going to, just because I want to be like surprised, like, oh my god, it's Mr. Wong. This next one, this movie came out in 2019. So apparently it's not rated either, but this is Panic. It's some kind of like satanic like cult movie. It says gory, funny, self-aware, and unique. I'm sure it's great. It says from the author of My Best Friend's Exorcism. Okay. So it's got a few decent people in it, but I have no idea basically what this is about. It says it's like a pizza delivery guy or pizza delivery girl accidentally stumbles upon like a satanic cult. Wow. So apparently it's yeah, but it's kind of cool because it has like a holographic little slipcover. But yeah, so these are the things that we picked up, or I picked up at least. Andy picked up. Actually, I'll put the rest right here. Andy picked up the Klonoa Reverie series, which during the time of this video, I got mine on Play Asia, so it hasn't arrived yet. But that's actually the first game I've ever bought on Play Asia, and I found out about Play Asia through Metal Jesus. He's another YouTuber that does retro game collecting. He's actually one of the guys that inspired me to do all of this and collect and do all that kind of stuff. But Play Asia it's a video game like marketplace for the Asian countries, Japan, China, Korea, all that whole side of the world, and Australia. So I picked up the Klonoa Reverie series because they're not releasing physical versions in the United States. You have to order them overseas, so it's it is what it is. But what did What did Andy also pick up? Andy picked up Klonoa. He picked up Dark Angel, which is another game on PS2 that I absolutely love. He picked up some kind of like Castlevania-ish game. I can't remember all what he picked up. And then Jerry picked up Trauma Center on Wii because he's trying to get a bunch of Wii games right now, but he's trying to get all the Trauma Center games. But overall, the day was really fun. We did some game collecting. We saw amazing music. We ate some really disgusting food. Well, maybe disgusting to some, but it was actually really good. Deep fried Oreos, highly recommended if you ever go to a carnival or a fair. Deep fried Oreos, they're amazing. And if you have a Sonic near you, not the Hedgehog, the fast food place, if you have one near you, they do sell deep fried Oreos, and they are amazing. But this has been another episode of Jump TV. Stay tuned because we only have a couple more episodes left before the great season finale. And then we will be taking a small break, and we will be coming back with season 2, and it'll be better production, better camera quality, better audio, and a bunch more actual reviews. So we have a lot of stuff planned, but hope you guys like what you see. As always, like and subscribe, and I will see all of you next time. Have a good one.